Hey, what up, YT? They call me Ace. Next, we're gonna do a pencil sketch and color of the Elric Brothers, Edward and Alphonse Elric, from Fullmetal Alchemist. Let's go. Let's dance. Starting off with a light pencil sketch, like I do, we are drawing Edward and Alphonse Elric from Fullmetal Alchemist, as we mentioned in the intro. Growing up, I watched this show a lot with my younger brother. His favorite was the Flame Alchemist, Colonel Mustang. My favorites, out of the homunculi, Greed was my favorite. And there was two different Greeds. See, in the original Fullmetal Alchemist in 2003, when that came out, I thought that was the story. I didn't read the manga. Come to find out later that that version of it caught up to the manga and then passed it, so they had to create the story on their own. So now everything is like official canon. And then Brotherhood came out. And I love the original 2003 version. I thought that story was dope, and I love Brotherhood too. So now I got like two canons in my head. And every time I rewatched it, I just watched the original first and then watched Brotherhood. But like in the original one, the 2003 version, I should say, Colonel Mustang was responsible for, spoilers, Colonel Mustang was responsible for Wimry Rockbell's parents' death. And that story had a lot of heart into it. I thought it was sad, and I was like, oh, this is dope, to then find out that in Brotherhood and in the original story, it was Scar. Also still very dope. I still liked how they played on it emotionally. Two canons. But oh man, was there so much love in this story. Like, Major Hughes. That was another one of my favorites. Oh man, Major Hughes when he died. They did it in both. It was very well done. Love that part. And you get it. And the ending plays a lot different in both of them too. And I like both endings as well. Watch the movies as well. We're using the same Dabo and Shobo markers. If you haven't heard me mention it before, they're kind of like these knockoff or cheap version of the Copic kind of markers. We're using that to color this and Sharpies. Another one of my favorite characters is Olivier, the Armstrong sister. I love her. She's not in the 2003 version, but she is in Brotherhood. I love her. She's definitely one of my top. Teacher's amazing also. But yeah, man, a lot of sad moments in Fullmetal Alchemist, and they play it very, very well. Very well. It's a very good story. I recommend it if you haven't seen it. Check it out. Read it. Watch it. I haven't read the manga still. I want to go back and do that. Actually buy it and own it for myself. Get into it more so than I already am. I've rewatched this show plenty of times by now. This picture is inspired by or taken from the scene in, I don't remember the episode number. It's episode 20 something in Brotherhood. But it's when Edward gets through the door, the truth door, and sees his brother's body there. And then I love that part too when he's like, I'll come back for you, with the finger and everything. I was thinking I was going to draw that in the middle, but I didn't know if that would cluster the picture too much. I might still do a version where I do that. After I finished this piece too, it was weeks later and we went back to finish the backside of Ed's neck and everything. And I didn't remember the exact or right colors that I was using before. So I think I used the wrong skin. I definitely used the wrong shade of cool gray. I probably did too when I was on one before. The green looks pretty accurate, or I put another cool green on top of that. Had a lot of fun doing this. I'm likely to take the same exact picture and do it again on canvas. It's definitely going to be a plan. Definitely. And my sister, she also enjoyed watching the series as well. The death of Major Hughes also got to her too, just like it did me. She gets me. And one can argue that it wasn't like the saddest moment in the series. One can say that the Shao Tucker daughter thing was much more sad, but still, Major Hughes, man. Another one done, son. Thank you for sticking around if you stuck around for this long. Like if you liked the video, subscribe if you with this noise. The Elric Brothers, Edward and Alphonse Elric from Fullmetal Alchemist. Had a lot of fun doing this one. You can follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, all at Spilt Ink Ace. If you want to support me further, you can do that over there at Patreon, also at Spilt Ink Ace. I'm not sure when exactly, but we are looking forward to putting this on canvas. Doing it all over again. We're also going to do this digitally on the computer. Until next time. Later.
Fullmetal Alchemist.